Alright guys, it's Reviews and More, back with a quick product review, and I'm really excited about this one because this is a definite treating myself kind of review. I bought this for me and now I'm kind of reviewing it, so in case y'all want to have the same product. As always, if you find this review helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Alright, so this is obviously the Cuisinart ICE-100 compressor ice cream or frozen dessert maker. So basically this thing will let you make frozen desserts, in particular ice cream, gelato, sorbets, that kind of stuff, without using rock salt ice in a container like the old-fashioned style ice cream makers or frozen dessert maker, if you want to get broad about it, or the stainless steel freezer basins that you have to put in the freezer for like 12 hours and then the ice cream kind of comes out kind of cold, but really it's just kind of half melty. So this is the solution to that, which is a compressor based one, meaning you don't need to have it pre-frozen, you don't need salt or ice. It uses an internal compressor, and the cutoff for that means it's also going to be more expensive. This thing's $300, so this was definitely me treating myself, and I've been loving the crap out of it. You're going to see me make one basic recipe for vanilla ice cream, but I've made like strawberry vanilla. I'm trying out different flavors. I'm going to be trying sorbets soon. So what it comes with is 2 paddles, one for gelato, one for just standard ice cream. It also comes obviously with the actual unit itself, the basin that holds 1.5 quarts, so you're going to get a good chunk of ice cream out of this. It uses a 60-minute countdown timer. This thing's very simple to use. It uses a standard plug and everything, and it has a 3-button system. There's a power/standby button, there's a timer button, and a start button. It's super simple to use. There's no secondary settings. It's just like how long do you want it to freeze for, and it does freeze. Also has a keep cool function, which basically means that even after the timer goes off for 10 more minutes, the compressor stays running and keeps the basin cold. So if you miss it by 10 minutes, you don't end up having half melted ice cream and starting all over again. I've been experimenting with lots of different recipes, lots of combos, old-fashioned homemade ice cream that uses like egg yolk bases as well as just straight cream bases. I haven't gotten into like the more watery stuff like using lactose-free alternatives like almond milk or anything, but really happy with this thing so far. I was kind of hedging my bets. I was like, I might be returning this thing, not how it works, but the ice cream that comes out is very, very nice. The first recipe, which you'll see some text for with the basic recipe for it in just a few moments, came out tasting and feeling just like soft serve ice cream. I was like, oh, this is just like what you would get at like a restaurant or down like at a pier or something, or even from places like Dairy Queen and stuff, and I was just so happy with it. So far, really stoked on this thing. You're going to see a quick demonstration of how this works, and at the tail end of the video, you'll actually get to see what it looks like once it's completed. The other question you're probably asking yourself is, what's this thing sound like, and why is he pouring that mixture so badly? It's fairly noisy, I will admit that, but it's not so terrible that you're going to notice it. The worst part here is me having to clean because I'm clumsy. But you're about to hear the sound it makes once the motor's engaged, and it's going to sound a little bit like this right here. And here we go. So yeah, it's noisy, but it's not terrible. And this is after 1 hour with that recipe. So 1 hour later, you get this nice, soft ice cream, which you can eat right out of the tin, or you can go ahead and put it into little airtight containers and throw it in the freezer for having it later. It is so delicious, and it's very satisfying knowing that you're like 1 second away from producing your own fatty boombalatti kind of food. I don't know what about it. It's just great. I think my next step is getting some Oreos and flinging them in there. That's going to be the next thing I do. But overall, super happy with this. Hopefully I don't gain too much weight, and if you want to go and just keep watching, it's basically just showing how thick and creamy and well made this ice cream is. One of the flaws to some of the like in the freezer models in particular, like the classic ice cream maker that uses like rock salt and ice, everything to make it below freezing, those work very well, but they're cumbersome because of the rock salt and all the extra ingredients that are required to make it happen. The one I've owned ice cream makers that use the thick metal frozen cooler basin things that you throw in the freezer for 12 hours, and then after 12 hours you can then make your ice cream. I've used those before. They never feel like they get cold enough. That's always been my issue. Because this one is self-contained, there's a compressor with it, it will get very, very cold and stay cold and also produce a much thicker product at the end of it. And very quickly, I'll speed this up and just kind of show you that you can scoop this out ready to go, eat it right then, or you can put it into some separate containers that are airtight, throw them in your freezer, and it'll be delicious later on. And additionally, because this is homemade ice cream and you get to kind of measure out your ingredients, it tends to stay softer even after being put in the freezer for overnight, 12 hours, or whatever the time amount is that you put it in there for. And it still is nice and soft and easily scooped out later on, because again, it's more like soft serve and homemade, and it's very, very yummy. And in just a moment, you'll see what a container looks like. I tried to show you later, like actually get a scoop out, but my containers weren't large enough to functionally do it. So here you just get to see me eat this with a little spoon, and it's so yummy, so delicious. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Great item, a little expensive at $300, but for me and my family and my personal habits, totally worth it. Have a great day.